8 most amazing facts that will blow your mind. 8. Why and how do chameleons change their color? Chameleons change their color with the help of iridophore cells present in them. If you believe that they do so to hide themselves, then you're mistaken. Let's understand how and why chameleons change their color. Chameleons change color for 2 main reasons. First, for social interaction, and second, to regulate body temperature. Male chameleons show different colors on their skin and try to look unique to attract female chameleons. This is something that only male chameleons can do. The color of chameleons change due to the presence of guanine nanocrystals present in iridophore cells. These guanine nanocrystals contract and relax to reflect light of certain wavelengths. The reflected light, when absorbed through the color pigment present on the outer skin of the chameleon, the color of the skin changes. Chameleons, being cold-blooded animals, cannot generate heat in their bodies. Hence, to maintain their body temperature, chameleons change their color to dark or light tones to absorb or reflect sunlight. 7. What causes white hair at an early age? Have you ever wondered about the scientific reason lying behind white hair at a young age? Nowadays, white hair is very common among youngsters. The reason lies in melanin. Hair is composed of a colorless protein named keratin. Melanin, produced by melanocyte cells present in hair roots, provides black, brown, or blonde color to keratin protein. But the question that arises here is, what causes white hair despite the presence of melanin? The first reason is keratin remains colorless because of very less production of melanin by the melanocyte cells. The second common reason is oxidative stress. Hydrogen peroxide accumulates in hair follicles and react with the color pigment of hair and changes the hair color to a lighter shade and eventually changes to the color white. 6. What causes hiccups? Do you also think hiccups occur when someone is thinking about you? That's not true. It's usually because of abnormal contractions of the diaphragm. The diaphragm contracts and relaxes to help us breathe. The glottis muscle present in the vocal cord also opens up and closes with the relaxation and contraction of the diaphragm respectively. In short, the diaphragm, glottis muscle, and lungs work in coordination with each other. Sometimes, the diaphragm does not contract and relax normally because of abnormal eating and drinking carbonated beverages, which further causes swelling of the stomach present under the diaphragm. As a result, the diaphragm does not get proper space to contract and relax normally, which further affects the coordination between the glottis muscle and the diaphragm. While breathing, the glottis muscle opens and closes up, but due to the sudden closure of the glottis muscle, oxygen inhalation gets reduced, which then causes hiccups. 5. Why do pimples happen? Have you ever wondered why pimples occur? Sebaceous glands present under the pores of our skin release an oily substance named sebum, which does not allow the skin to get dry. The sebum carrying dead cells gets secreted around the hair and on the surface of our skin to prevent our skin from getting dry. The problem arises when excess amount of secreted sebum and dead cells accumulates and blocks the pores of our skin. The Propionibacterium acnes bacteria that lives on our skin propagates on excess sebum accumulated in the pores and thus causes infection. The immune system gets activated in response to infection and releases red blood cells that cause redness around the surface of the pimple. The white blood cells fight against the bacteria and cause inflammation. 4. How are hailstones formed? The whole process revolves around the cloud. 3 conditions are to be maintained to form hailstones. The upper part of the cloud should be above freezing surface. The cloud must have a large amount of water and the cloud must be a thunderstorm cloud. The large part of the cloud being above freezing surface causes drops of water to transform into small hail that begins to fall due to gravity. Water droplets get stuck to this hail when it comes in contact with water. The fast circulating air in the upper direction in thunderstorm clouds take this hail back above the freezing surface. The water droplets stuck to this hail get converted to ice and again begin to fall under gravity. This process continues until hail becomes heavy enough to fall on the surface of the earth due to gravity. 3. Why do ants walk in a line? We all have seen ants walking in a straight line. Ants release a chemical named pheromones from their abdomen, and by sensing the fragrance of these hormones, ants follow each other. But here's the question that arises and the reason why ants do not go here and there and just follows a fixed path. Ants release pheromones from dew-4 glands present in the abdomen. Other ants sense these pheromones through maxillary bulbs present in their mouth that helps them in following each other. Ants release pheromones mainly due to two reasons. The first is to share food locations or finding food sources. Worker ants release pheromones while going back to their nest. Other ants in the colony sense these pheromones to reach food sources and take this food back to their nest. 2. What does laughing gas contain that compels us to laugh in any situation? Nitrous oxide is commonly known as laughing gas. Inhaled, nitrous oxide displaces air in the lungs and it reaches to the body via the lungs. That's why our body secretes a hormone called dopamine that causes happiness and intense excitement, and we feel the urge to laugh without any reason. This gas is greatly being used in medical industry. In ladies' delivery rooms and dental surgery, limited amounts of nitrous oxide is given through masks. It blocks neurotransmitters of pain and patients feel relaxed. Number 1. The mystery of termites as suicide bombers. Whenever the colony of termites get attacked by ants, the old workers come ahead and become a soft target for ants. As soon as the ants attack old workers, the copper-mining blue toxic chemical present in dorsal pouches and a chemical named hydroquinone combine and form a toxic material called benzoquinone that explodes under pressure. The ants that come in contact with the benzoquinone die. This is all about today's video. Please like, share, and comment your views. Thank you for watching.